Hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi if you're new here. So this is going to be a spirit baby pick a card reading. You're going to have 4 piles to choose from, and you're going to choose from story dice. So I'm going to show you the story dice now, and then we're going to get into the different piles. So for pile 1, your dice is this spider here. And then for pile 2, your story dice is this hairdryer. And for pile 3, your dice is the aeroplane. And for pile 4, your dice is this winter hat. So meditate on each pile. It should be quite simple and quick. When it comes to your intuition, it would have come to you straight away, or whether you are for pile 1, for pile 2, for pile 3, or for pile 4. But we're going to hop right into it. So we are going to start with pile 1. Just going to keep the other piles over here. So pile 1, for those of you that chose the spider, already the spirit babies are pointing to this side of the spider's legs. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're counting the spider's legs. So you guys could be destined to have 4 children in this lifetime. Or some of you guys could already have 4 children. For some of you, you could have 4 grandchildren. You could be here asking or wondering about your future grandbabies and how many grandchildren you're going to have in this lifetime is what is coming through there. But also with that, grandparents are going to be very, very significantly within your child's life. So they could babysit a lot. Maybe you and your partner are both going to be having to work like some days during the week on the same day. So then your parents or your partner's parents are going to step in, but they are going to adore and love your grandchildren. It's given that you could be like the first one to have a child amongst your siblings, or this is going to be true of your partner. They want to start with some spirit baby poems. We're going to hop right into it. But they keep pointing to the spider's legs. And they could be that kind of child that's obsessed with these kinds of insects that have loads and loads of legs. You know, like centipedes as well, because they're pointing to them and pointing at all of their legs. Like, wow, look how many legs they have. Why do we only have 2? Is what is coming through with that. So let's get right into it. You could be seeing spiders everywhere as well. Some of you could be dreaming of spiders, and you could have a fear of spiders, like in the waking world, in the physical, but in the dream state, you aren't afraid of these spiders you're seeing because it is connected to you weaving the web of your destiny. We have old mobile phones, Inspector Gadget, inventing things will be my habit, intrigued by satellites and bright lights. Before I'm born, I'll play with the electrics. That's how you know I'm close by. Just popping in to say hi. Sometimes it may give you a fright, like the TV going static. Only me, so don't panic. Energy is an interesting thing. You can feel it just like the wind. Gravity and mass. When I'm gifted a telescope, I'll be so glad. So this spirit baby is talking to you guys through the electrics and particularly through the lights. You may be noticing that your lights are going on and off. I'm getting like a dim, not like a quick flash. I'm getting like a dim of going like brighter and brighter and then dimming again. You could be looking around like, what the heck? Some of you guys could have checked. You could have like one of those remote controls that controls all of the lights within your house, or certain bulbs that you have within your front room, because they show me a front room and it's like that keeps dimming. It keeps getting brighter and like dimming by itself, and you're like, what is going on? You and your partner are looking at each other and looking around at the room and at the lights. You could have even have seen an orb at the same time that your lights were doing this. That was your spirit baby letting you know, like, hi, it's me, I'm here. Some of you guys could already have children, and you know where you monitor and you have the camera by their crib. I'm seeing like orbs floating around by their crib. If that's not the case, this is what's going to happen when your child is actually here earthside. You're going to catch orbs of your passed over loved ones visiting your baby when they're actually born. Inspector Gadget could have also been a cartoon that you watched when you were younger. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing a song by Aaliyah, Try Again. Try Again. So that song is coming through is very significant. I feel like it's something you're going to say to your child, like if they fall over, they're trying to like ride a bike, trying to ride a skateboard, they're pointing to a skateboard and they don't do it, and they keep falling over. I keep wanting to like repeat myself as what's coming through here. So you guys could be getting signs and omens coming through in 2s. Or someone could have like a stutter that is coming through, and maybe you repeat certain words twice is what is coming through with that. But this is something you're going to say to this spirit baby, like, it's okay, dust yourself off, get back up again and try again. You will do it. You have to keep at it. You have to have that discipline, that courage to keep going, particularly at something that you don't necessarily have that natural talent at, but the more you're trying it, the more you're doing it, it will build up. Now you're going to be installing this kind of programming within your child not to give up, to keep going. We have here, I hope I grow like daddy, he's the tallest. Both physically and spiritually a one-of-a-kind fella. Used to drink too many cans of Stella, but he's now got that under control. If not, mummy gives the look and he knows. I get it too when she catches me picking my nose. Not in public, she shouts. It makes me giggle real loud. Cheeky little me, what other way is there to be? So some of you guys, your partner or you could have really enjoyed having a drink. I'm being shown a cocktail. So maybe you enjoy going out and having cocktails, you know, those fancy drinks that have like the umbrella in. I'm being shown that. But this can also be like when you're abroad and when you go away, you both like to let your hair down, have some fun, and have a drink. Whereas maybe like during the week and in your everyday life, you don't do that sort of thing. But someone could come from addiction issues or within the bloodline, within the family. They could have been raised by a parent that wasn't alcoholic. So this is either going to be you or your partner. The spirit baby on the other side is nodding. This could have been where a stutter came from some of you. Maybe you came from a household that had that kind of energy and was dysfunctional, and it was shown like in your speech and in your throat chakra, and you could have done a lot of work on your throat chakra and how you speak, and you standing tall and speaking with confidence and with conviction. Because a lot of children, when they're in a household that has like a lot of arguing or a heavy energy, or a parent that is battling with addictions themselves and isn't necessarily putting the children as priority, it does affect the throat chakra and how that child will grow up and show who they are within the world, how they'll express themselves. This child coming through is not going to have that problem because you've learnt from this. If this is not you, this is you looking out in the world and seeing how children are very, very easily failed by their parents and by the people around them. Because they're not installed with that confidence and with that abundant mindset. So you're very much going to be installing them with this. What else, Spirit? We have here, the crow and the raven, I will be a safe haven. A healing is in sight, I believe with all my little might, and give the non-believers a big fright. A creature of the night, a witch, a ghoul, why are people so easily fooled? I'm a lover, not a fighter, but don't judge what you won't understand. Sometimes my soul feels foreign to this land, but it's all part of a divine plan, to not fit in until I meet my true kin. This spirit baby is coming here to meet their soul tribe. They're pointing to you. That you are going to be their soul tribe. You are going to be their soul family. They're not choosing to be born into a karmic bloodline is what they're making very, very clear. But it was probably very, very true for you or for your partner. You were born in some sort of dysfunction or some sort of karma that you had to clear up the bloodline level. You've done all of that shadow work now, and particularly they're saying shadow work. You've done that now. You've broken those chains. So the pathway is clearer for them. Not only that, the sun is shining down on them. So they're going to be born and they're going to know that they can be themselves. They're not going to know any different. They're just going to know and grow up to shine their light. They're not going to even know like it's an option to dim themselves because you're not going to give them that option. Very, very powerful how they're going to be raised. They want this deck over here. So what else needs to come through for pile 1? Something about Charlotte's Web. I believe, was it a cartoon or was it a book? I remember reading it when I was in school, Charlotte's Web, but that's coming through is very significant. But the name Charlotte could be significant. We have here Mirror. That you see this shadow work, and you realise that everybody around you was playing a role, but they mirrored in some way what your soul came here to learn in order for your soul to evolve and go on its travels next. There are certain jewels and gems that you had to learn through the old paradigm of learning through trauma, of learning through pain. So somebody doing you wrong, stabbing you in the back, and then you know better next time. Then you're actually going to listen to the red flags next time. So you came through, you were learning from the old paradigm. Your children coming through, they aren't going to have to learn through this old paradigm because you did the work. You faced it. You faced the darkness. You faced the demons, so they wouldn't have to. And I do feel like a lot of you from a very, very young age, you knew you were destined to be parents. So you knew that you had to do certain work. You knew that you didn't want to make the same mistakes that your parents or maybe your grandparents made when it comes to your children. For some of you, you could have battled with a certain illness because they're bringing up how I had eczema. I had chronic eczema and it was inherited. It was on both sides, my mum and my dad, but my mum had it quite bad. I literally had it head to toe. And I spent like a lot of my teenage years, my early 20s on steroids. But the poison too, when the doctor said to me like, oh, did you want to have children when you were older? Bearing in mind, I was like 19 or 20 at the time. I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, we better not give you any more steroids because this can affect the womb. But they never told me this, and I'd been on them for like quite a few years. That's coming through with significance. Maybe you guys have battled certain health issues, particularly those of you that are women and to do with the womb. Some of you guys could have had cysts or growths within the womb, and this is what you were getting to the bottom of. And it's like you were using Western medicine, but also the holistic path in unison, side by side. Because you look at everything, you're like, right, it's here, it exists, so it has a role, right? You're not going to be that person who just completely turns their head to Western medicine and says, oh, it's all bad, it's all poison, because not all of it is, and it does save people's lives. But mirrors are significant. You guys could be having dreams of mirrors that you're walking past. You're seeing yourself. You're also seeing your inner child. And then you're also seeing your spirit baby at the same time. You're going to be seeing in your child you actualized. You, if you didn't have to do all of this hard shadow work, this heavy work, this is who you could have become at an earlier age, because you still become actualized. You still become yourself. You've still gone through this change and this transformation with the 5 here. But you're going to be seeing your children doing it at a very, very early age. Some of your children, it could be very, very obvious of what their purpose is, their divine mission by the age of 5. What else, Spirit? We have Eye of the Storm, yeah. You've really been through it. Some of you guys could have been heavily abused yourselves. And maybe at some point you were like, no, I'm not bringing children into this world, because you've seen the evil of this world. You've seen the darkness. And it's like you want to bubble wrap all children, regardless of whether they've come from you. You just want to bubble wrap them and hold them close. You don't want this world's harshness to touch children. And this is going to be very, very true of your children. But when they actually come through, it's almost as if because that is a wound, it's coming through as a wound, that is going to heal, and you're going to find more peace. You're going to realize actually they are protected. There's an otherworldly protection over my children. That being shown a hand, like a holy hand, the Most High God has his hand of protection over my children. And you're really going to like sink into and believe in prayer a lot more. I do think you're going to receive a miracle or be shown a miracle before this spirit baby comes through. And we have the 5 again, 5, 5, 550. You could be seeing angel numbers with repeating 5s. What else, Spirit? It may appear as a tornado or a necessary destruction before you see this miracle as a miracle. We have the woodpecker. Yeah, and it's something to do with your stability and your roots. Some of you guys could reconcile with a family member. A member of your family you used to be very, very close with, but you grew apart for whatever reason. Some of you guys could have cut contact with certain abusive people within your past. And for a lot of you, that person is like, now they're going to be put behind bars. There's something about justice is what is coming through for a lot of you. Justice for your childhood, for your past. Some of you guys could be moving to a new home. I'm being shown like an eviction notice. So at first you get really, really stressed. Like, oh my God, I've got to move all this stuff out. I've got to move here. I've got to find somewhere to live. Da, 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 da. But it's like, it's all going to line up. You aren't going to have to do much. It's all going to line up. And that's where you're going to see the hand of God and being shown again. This holy hand working within your life. And this spirit babe, there's a spirit babe on the other side, like, me too, me too, me too, I'm helping too. They want you to know they're part of your spiritual court. They are also helping you on the other side to move. So you may not be enjoying where you're living right now. This pile is given those of you who aren't afraid of shadow work, you aren't afraid of demons. You could naturally be exorcists, like demons see you and they run. You're given that kind of energy, like a Lilith energy, a Kali Ma energy. And this spirit baby has chose you because those spirit babies within this group, they are very, very sensitive, but they shine so, they literally look like balls of sun. They shine so bright. So you're going to be their protection just by your presence, your consciousness, because of the work you've done and level you've pulled yourself up to. You become a shield. You are the shield. Some of you guys could be in your late 30s. We have here starseed. Yeah, look, this is them. They shine so bright. They literally look like balls of light, like a sun. So they will be attracting a lot of attention. Some of you guys could be destined to have twins. They will be attracting a lot of attention. But there's something about this peace that's going to come over you when they're actually here. And you could be worried that you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm not letting them out the house. I'm not letting them out my sight. They're not doing anything. Like, I'm just being shown someone like, I'm going to want to keep my kids like here, like glued to me. But you're not going to be like that when they're actually here. Who are these spirit babies within group 1? Who are these spirit babies within group 1? Of course. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Look at the holy hands. I keep being shown holy hands, so maybe you guys are seeing like hands everywhere, you know, like the palm of destiny. You could be dreaming of hands, or maybe you're even looking at your hands recently. You know, like how a newborn baby, when they first find their hands and feet and they all stare at them like, wow. It's like you're looking at yourself like this because you could be noticing that you have a glow. Like I'm seeing a white aura around you. You could be noticing this is around your hands particularly. Because when you've done this level of healing and shadow work, you do become that healer. Whether you actually take the path of using your gifts to assist other people, you're still a healer at your core. But Yeshua, the Most High God, is really working within your life right now. This is who these spirit babies are. They hold the Messiah blueprint. They're Jesus Christ blueprint. They're the Holy Grail. They're the cup runneth over. They're the white dove, which is connected to purity, to innocence, to spirit. They're very, very tapped in. Some of you guys could have blue hair, or you had blue hair at one point, or maybe just like a strip is coming through. Some of you could have had braids and you could have had like the ombre, but you could have had like blue and a few of the braids at the front. Pink is also coming through, so you could be someone who loves to express yourself with a lot of color, but then you could also have this like emo personality about you. We have here Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe, angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. The word miracle keeps coming through, is very significant with this pile. Like your start to life could have been very, very dark, but you're about to be seeing a miracle. And for a lot of you, this also includes the spirit baby is going to be a miracle. Obviously, they're going to be your joy, your life, the love of your life, I'm hearing. But you're getting a miracle before they come through. I do believe it is connected to your stability with Michael here as well. And the fact that he's red, that's the root chakra. So for a lot of you, this is moving out of the state, the town, the country that you were in where you're not happy, into a better place. The house has an energy that is more in alignment with your consciousness, with who you are now. Whereas before you could have been in the ghetto. It's that kind of energy coming through, you know. But I do believe your finances is going up. And I'm getting like a nod. It's like Archangel Michael is nodding at me. Your finances will be going up. You hold the sword. You picked up your spiritual tools and you fought. You didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up on your life. You don't give up on people in general. You're very, very powerful. You're very strong. You're a threat. You're a threat to the status quo. You could be feeling Archangel Michael around you. This is also going to be the overseeing Archangel of your spirit baby, of this next child coming through. The firstborn, I'm hearing the firstborn. So for a lot of you, this is your first child. What else, Spirit, for pile 1? We have Rosa Mystica, dedication. I open my heart to abiding love, and that is flown out with water temple, devotion. I bow to the sacred water of life, very powerful. Roses and flowers in general could be powerful. You guys may work with flower essences. You might use them to calm your system. Something about flowers and your nervous system. Very, very good for you. I feel like a lot of you guys pray in the shower, or you need to pray in the shower. And I do feel like having like a salt bath to pull the negative energy from your psyche, that'll be very, very beneficial and powerful for you. Particularly if you're a woman and when you are pregnant, when you have conceived. But I'm seeing this card here as the Virgin Mary. They're not saying Mother Mary, they're saying the Virgin Mary. So you may call Mother Mary this. You could be seeing roses everywhere, which is very heavily connected to the divine feminine energy. Ladybugs are coming through as well in my mind's eye. They want to get some timings for you for this pile. So can we get some timings connected to conception and a due date? We have now, it flew out for you guys for pile 1. Some of you guys could already be pregnant, or you're about to be. 4 months. 4s are connected to the angelic kingdom. They're also connected to stability. Like, look at the 4. When I see a 4, I just see like the root and stability, like a strong foundation. And you deserve it. You deserve this strong foundation. We have 2 days at this pile. It feels very, very soon. Again, some of you guys could be pregnant because there were fears coming through. Like, you want to hold your baby close. You don't want to leave them house. You don't want to let them out of your sight. But when they actually hear, when you've given birth and you see the perfect newborn face, you're not going to be like that. You're going to want them to explore the world. You're going to want them to do things and see things that you didn't do. We have November. You aren't going to want to hide them. And even maybe some of you were like, oh, I'm not putting them on social media. I'm not sharing their photo everywhere. You're not going to want to hide them. You're going to meet this baby, look in their eye, see their soul and be like, oh, no, no, they're supposed to be seen. November, which we have just moved into today. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the 1st. I had to check. It's the 1st of November today. So some of you guys could well be conceiving this month. Tomorrow, yeah, you're getting all of the like now cards. You had the now come out very, very soon for a lot of you guys. So anything from today when you're watching this reading to the 4 months. And we're going to get some signs for you. So what signs to pile 1? Love this. You have the Swan, which is connected to true love, unconditional love, also royalty at a soul level. This is who you and your spirit baby are. And for a lot of you, you're with your twin flame. You're with your divine counterpart. Or you will be if you haven't met them yet. We have music. So your spirit baby is talking to you very powerfully through music. I was hearing a liar, try again. You may enjoy like R&B more than any other genre. Or like old school music more than this new stuff. I'm hearing more than this TikTok music. We have here light flicker. Again, so there's that confirmation of that first spirit baby poem that was coming through. Your spirit baby is talking to you. They're playing around with the lights, with the electrics. I feel like because that's the way that gets your attention more. Like for everybody, it's different with the different signs and omens. For you, I feel like actually playing with the electrics, with stuff within your house where you can't ignore it. You know full well that's spirit. They're trying to get your attention that way. We have Pixar. So there could be certain Pixar animations, cartoons that you really enjoyed as a child. And maybe certain scenes are popping up in your head right now. Like nostalgia. It's coming through as nostalgia. But this is your spirit baby kind of putting these scenes within your mind. They'll be connected to your spirit baby. They're pointing to the Invincibles. And I think it's are they called the Invincibles? Does it even say it on here? Yeah, Mr. Invincible. But I think one of the babies is called Flash. But they're bringing up Flash, and I'm seeing the like kind of lightning bolt. So maybe it will be like thundering and lightning when this child comes through, when like you're going into labor, when they're being born, or when they're conceived. Something about thunder and lightning. They could also be a very go getter kind of person, very very fast. Because I'm also seeing Sonic, and we have stars, crescent moon, and the stars coming through is significant for this pile here. Anything else, Spirit? Yep, they want to get a card from this deck, and we're going to close out the reading for pile 1. Thank you. We have a rainbow. You guys could be seeing rainbows everywhere. There's so much magic in rainbows. When you see one, that means Mama, Daddy is coming home so we can become a family. Some of you guys are about to be coming into union with your divine counterpart, and this will be the person you will have children with, or more children with, if you already have them. Some of you, it could be a blended family. So they're bringing children with them. I also heard grandchildren coming through. So grandchildren, that word's coming through is significant. So some of you guys could be watching because you're just intrigued. Like how many grandkids you're going to have in this lifetime, or what are your grandbabies going to be like. For others of you, your parents and your partner's parents, they are going to play a significant role. That was coming through at the beginning when it comes to your children's lives and assisting you in raising them. And we have ruffles, bonnets, and glittery bows, dimpled smiles, and dancing toes. It's a girl. For others of you, your parents could be passed over. They're going to be assisting you from the other side. You could be having dreams of this. And those of you that are women, when you'll be giving birth, you're going to feel the hand of your mother, your grandmother, or on your shoulder. Something about the hand and the shoulder. You're going to feel them there with you when you were in labour. Some of you guys are destined to be having a little girl. Oh my God, look at this one that's flown out as well. Mama, Daddy, guess what? I learned how to make the lights flicker. It was me. This is coming through so strongly. They're going to be playing with the lights. If it's not been happening already, after you watch this reading, it's going to start happening as that confirmation, as that nod from your spirit baby. Yes, this pile was for you. This reading is for you. We have the angels let me help set up a big surprise for you. I can't wait for you to see it. You could be seeing gift box, like images and photos everywhere, because a gift is coming in and it is to do with this physical reality. Sometimes a gift comes in, it's connected to your internal world. It's like more happiness and more peace, more contentment, but within. No, this is going to be in the physical external reality, and it's connected to you feeling rooted, to you feeling grounded within your physical body, and this human experience is going to make you want to be here more than ever before. It's literally going to, I'm being shown an anchor, it's going to pull you into your body. But that's all the messages coming through for pile 1. I hope that resonated. If you did want a personal spirit baby reading, my website is in the description below. But I'll see you in another video. Hello, pile 2. So for those of you who chose the hairdryer here, we're going to hop right into your reading. So already I'm hearing, so I feel like somebody's watching me. That song is coming through, is very significant. And I'm also hearing, go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. So some of you guys could have like a lot of secret admirers. Even if you guys are already married or you just got engaged and you're like preparing for your wedding, I feel like you have a lot of eyes on you. So some of you guys, you could just literally just have social media. If you've got social media and it's open, then everyone and their mum can go and have a look. But I do feel like your energy, it pulls a lot of people in. You have a lot of natural magnetism and charm. Even for those of you who are like, what the hell is she talking about? You may not have tapped into this yet and you're about to be tapping into it. Remember, there was a wealth transfer going on. They're talking about the wealth transfer. So all of the like the energy that may have been siphoned from you, or maybe you had given away, where you've been doing the work and you've been calling and claiming your power back, there's going to be certain traits that are going to be unlocked within you, with you calling back certain light that you had given away, is what is coming through as very, very significantly. Some of you guys could be hairdressers, or you could be a barber. You could work with hair, or you could work in the like beauty industry as well. I'm getting, they're pointing to the face. They're saying you're very, very beautiful. Some of you guys could have something unusual about a certain feature. So maybe it's maybe your eyes, your nose, your mouth, even like your jawline, your cheekbones. There's something that's unusual and it stands out. Some of you guys could be like one of those models for the modeling agencies that want something that's different about a person, is what is coming through. So like if somebody that is albino, for example, they would love that kind of model. That's what's coming through here, is very significant. This could also be true for your spirit baby coming through, like this is part of their purpose. They're getting happy about it. So yeah, some of them could be born with a birthmark that's like right on their face. They could just have like huge eyes that are very, very beautiful, unusual color about them, is what is coming through, on an unusual shape. So let's get some spirit baby poems for pile 2. We have here gender reveal. Mummy and Daddy cut the cake together in the same way, just like on their special day. Layers upon layers of blue. Mummy had an inkling, but Daddy knew. Both are completely over the moon. So some of you guys are destined to have a little boy. Someone could have worked in like JD Sports or Nike, that sort of thing, within your past, or maybe you still do, but that's coming through strongly. You could have worked there, or worked in some sort of shop that was selling a sports gear. And others of you could have worked in a shop that sold tools for people that go rock climbing, but they actually do it outside. Like the proper hardcore ones where they're going to need, you need all of that string, but you need those things, I don't know what they're called, that you kind of like bash it into the rock. That's coming through, is very significant. Maybe some of you guys do this as a hobby, you enjoy rock climbing, or this could be your partner. For others of you, you're about to be coming into the divine union and this person has their eyes on you, which is why I was hearing, I feel like somebody's watching me. They could be like of a Latin descent, is what's coming through. Latin, like a Spanish speaking country. We have here the power of 3, triple T. Identical in looks, one always has their head in books. One thinks they're faster than Sonic. One is very theatrical. At first you may see this conception as impractical, but you prayed for us. Time to upgrade our car to a small bus. We all have a lovely nature, so that's a plus. Stocking up on batteries will be a must. If there isn't 3 times the same toy, one of us is likely to kick up a fuss. The theatrical one, cough cough. Some of you guys are destined to have a multiple birth, so triplets is coming through, is very, very significant. Books could also be significant, like you could be a huge book reader, because I'm being shown a shelf of books on. The spirit baby is pointing to that. Others of you could be writers yourself. Or maybe you just journal and you keep your writings to yourself. I'm getting someone who writes or who reads a lot, who has a fascination as well with like old historic books. So maybe you're a collector of a specific old book. Could be wartime books is coming through for someone. And your name or your partner's name could begin with a T, or it's the family name, like the surname could begin with a T. This could also be to do with the name you've got on your baby's names list. Some of you guys could have known that you're destined to have triplets or multiple birth twins, and you've known it to the point where it's so strong that you've picked out names for, like, okay, if I have twins, I'm going to call them this. If I have triplets, I'm going to call them this, like that sort of thing. We have here, ribbit, ribbit went the tiny frog as he hopped along and over a log. Don't look, Mum, it might make you sick. Many textures and smells are being repelled. I know you don't like slime, but I will once Earthside. It's fun and gooey, stretchy too. I'll also enjoy throwing things in the loo. You'll want to scream and shout, but instead you'll laugh it out. No one can stay mad at my cute face. At least that's what Auntie says. They're poisoned to two cute faces. So, like, this could be identical twins, identical triplets is coming through for some of you. Or they could just be the twin of you or your partner. Like, literally, people, if you posted them online, people would be in the comments like, oh my God, they literally stole your face. That sort of thing is coming through strongly. You could be seeing frogs everywhere. Frogs are connected to fertility. They're also connected to good luck. And you know, like in terms of love, people will say like, oh, you've got to kiss her through frogs before you meet your prince. I'm hearing that. So for a lot of you, you're coming into divine union with your person. They want this deck over here. What else does pile 2 need to hear right now? But some of you could literally be with your person and maybe you're preparing for some sort of celebration, not just the wedding, because I'm getting some of you don't believe in bringing the government or the law into it. So it's like some sort of sacred ceremony or like a hand binding for some of you. We have Earth, Child Design. This spirit baby is going to enjoy throwing things. So you're going to have to watch them when you're out and about, particularly if they see a big rock. Because I'm being shown a child being like, oh, rock. And they like run over to pick it up and they just want to dash it. Others of them, I forget what it's called. You know, when you pick up a little pebble, right? And then you like skim it across the top of the water. And it makes those like beautiful ripples and waves. That's coming through with significance. So you may have done this as a kid. And then you're going to teach your child to do it. But I do feel like they're going to need to be out in Mother Nature. Just realised I'm going to have to cover that. They're going to want to be out in Mother Nature and be very connected to the earth. They could be like a tree hugger, and maybe this isn't even something that you teach them, but they just go up when they see a big tree. They know those trees with a huge fat trunk and they go up so high, and you just like this little toddler being like an hour staring at it. They just go over and hug the tree. And I feel like you're going to notice how nature and her different elements like speak to your child. This is going to be a child as well that can speak to all of the different animals. This child here is holding a snail. You can see them like when they're talking to, like, I'm being shown butterflies too, like different insects that they will have conversations with and they'll talk to them. They're an elemental soul is coming through with this pile. We have seas, purity, boobs everywhere. So boobs could be significant. You guys could be having dreams of you breastfeeding or of a child being breastfed, even if it's not being breastfed by you, before this child is conceived, before they come through. You could also be dreaming of mermaids or feel very connected to mermaids and to the seas and the truth of what's actually within our seas, within this earthly realm. The celestial waters. You've been delving into the celestial waters of yourself. The waters of time and space, I'm hearing. These spirit babies coming through are destined to be a star. Some of them could be destined to write to their own book or to like do illustrations, artwork. And you know where people are just so they just draw so effortlessly and it's beautiful and it literally looks like they've like taken a photograph, the kind of drawing they do. So they could do the paintings and drawings that is like painting people or like scenery, landscapes, that sort of thing is coming through very strongly. Maybe you're an artist yourself. You could also have red hair, ginger hair, and maybe this child will be destined to have red hair or like a copper color to their hair, because now I'm seeing a brown hair and they're pointing at my hair. Naturally, you can't really see it in this light. It has like a reddy coppish color to it. It's coming through as significant. Some of you guys could live near the sea. I'm hearing beach baby. So this child, again, they just want to be with Mother Earth. Doesn't matter if it's in the woods, it's in the desert, it's in the sea. They like being outside. There may be a blanket that was going to be passed down from you or your partner to your child that you used to have when you were a baby. It could have literally been the blanket, but you came home from the hospital in. Others of you, this could be like what a parent has made, knitted or ordered, had it made and ordered for your baby. Or it could be you, as some of you guys knit. We have here purifier. Yeah, there's like this redness and this copper colour that is very significant when it comes to the hair of this child. And that could be like coming out of nowhere. And then it could like cause you and your partner to go down this rabbit hole of like genes and how it's amazing that you could give birth to a child that looks nothing like either of you. So maybe you and your partner, you have like jet black hair and this baby's going to come out ginger and you're both going to be like, where's that come from then? And maybe you could then go look down your family tree or just look at old photos of like great-great-grandparents and then you see it and you're like, it's come from there. Because you're going down this rabbit hole. I'm staring here. Here looks like the tree. Basically the family tree that is connected to the matriarch line is connected to the female line, the woman's line. What else, Spirit? There's a feistiness that is also coming through there. So this child could be destined to be a Leo, a Sagittarius, and Aries. Those signs are coming through very, very strongly. They're also pointing to a Cancer and saying people wouldn't expect. So maybe there's something about this child that's also like a, like a homebody, but they can also be an extrovert. Or maybe you just get to know them when you're hanging out with someone for like the first few times of meeting them. They seem very like reserved, shy to themselves, and maybe even a bit awkward. And then you get to know them more. They just come out their shell. You're like, what the fuck? It's like that kind of personality is coming through. They're like Pandora's box. They're like a surprise that jumps out at you. We have here C's denial. This is what you're going to be overcoming. And they're talking about fertility. Some of you guys could have parasites because they're pointing to all these worms. I'm like struggling to speak here. Yeah. You could have something connected to your fertility. This could have also been on the man side in the sperm because I'm also looking at them and they're looking like parasites. They're also looking like sperm. So maybe you and your partner, if you do a full body cleanse, a metal cleanse, a detox and do a parasite cleanse, that would assist you if you're struggling to conceive. That could just literally all it is, that little thing, that little tweak within your diet. Because a lot of people don't realise that parasites, they can wreak havoc within their body. They're basically they're suckers. They suck all those minerals and nutrients that you need yourself. And if you're there trying to conceive a child, the spirit baby will be watching and be like, no, my vessel can't be created in that. My vessel can't be in the womb surrounded by all these demons, these parasites, these succubus, these leeches that just can't trying to drain me and my mum. No. So some of you, please do a parasite cleanse is coming through is significant. Research it and see if you do have any symptoms and if you feel like that would be any benefit to you. They just want the bottom of the deck, which has cleansing. Yeah. There's the confirmation. They want you to cleanse. I said heavy metal detox first because I would suggest doing that before a parasite cleanse. Heavy metal detox. You can take like tinctures now. You can find like organic tinctures that you can take. And they do say when you're doing this to kind of keep your diet very, very like clean and minimal. So you don't want to be eating loads of processed foods and like processed sugar, stuff like that, because this is what the parasites feed off. So they'll be there still trying to like feed off of you and be like dying at the same time. You don't want that to happen because then they release certain things within your body. This will give you symptoms. I think it'd be like rashes, like eczema, that sort of thing could flare up. Or maybe you'll be having loads and loads of intrusive thoughts because them dying off, it can come through that way. But I do know if you're taking care of your diet while you're doing this kind of cleanse, or if you're doing a heavy metal cleanse, that will help where you won't have these kinds of symptoms. You won't feel the purge as much because when this happens, it is a purge. This is coming through strongly. So they're wanting some of you guys to research this. It's going to help you with your fertility, with your well-being in general, but with your fertility. Look at the top of the deck here. We have the sun. So this is going to assist in bringing through those of you who are destined to have a son, but bringing through your child, your spirit baby earth side. And again, frogs are significant. They're poisoned to the frogs and the lily pads. And you see here, there's like 5 frogs. So 5 is connected to change and transformation, but multiple birth is coming through within this pile as very significant. I want to get some messages on who this spirit baby is. We have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I'm hearing don't stop there, don't stop there. So maybe you've been told by a doctor, I'm not getting infertility. I mean, you never know. Sometimes people are told they have something, they have like a tumour, a cancer, and they've only got a few months to live, and then they go on to live like another 10 years, another decade, whatever. But it is definitely connected to health and to fertility. Maybe you've been told something by a doctor where they're saying it's going to be very, very hard for you to have a child, hard for you to naturally conceive, or near enough impossible. But this spirit baby is saying don't give up. So there's something about health and fertility. It's very significant with this pile. You may well be seeing ravens or crows everywhere. This looks like a crow more to me. You could be seeing crows everywhere. So there's like this intensity that is coming through with this spirit baby's eyes. They could have blue eyes, but they're going to have all different colour of eyes with people who are watching. Brown, green, hazel. But it's like the shape of them, like they're huge. The shape of them, it could be something very otherworldly about the eyes. People will look at them and literally feel like they are looking at an alien. They're going to be looking at this child and they're going to be looking at a starseed. That's what it is. Like, you can't deny that this child doesn't see straight through people as what it is. So they may even make some people feel uncomfortable when they're staring at them. And you know, like babies in general or toddlers, they tend to just stare at people. They get fixated on someone and they stare at them. You're going to notice your spirit baby doing this. And you're going to know which people, which energies they like and who they want to be around. And who instantly they don't like. And they're like looking up and down like, I'm getting like, they're looking them up and down like they're disgusted. Because they're seeing things within this person's energy field, within their aura. Yeah. Psychic insight, Odin. Very, very powerfully psychic. Again, something with the eyes. You see how he has one eye, it's not even an eye, it's like looking into the universe. And then the other eye is blue. So blue eyes could be very, very significant. Again, look at his hat. Like made out of crow leaves or raven leaves. So that's coming through as significant. Black birds are very significant here. That could be a spirit baby or... that could be a spirit animal of your spirit baby. There's that confirmation, yes. They're very connected to the blackbirds, the crows specifically, who are messengers between worlds, between the physical and between the spirit. They're also very, very intelligent. And they like kind of tend to be in flocks, don't they? Like when you see one, you see another right after. We have here Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. They're wanting you to really delve within and focus on yourself. They're wanting you to get to the root of something. Because that's when you're going to find your pearls. That's where you're going to find your wisdom. And that's when your well-being is just going to shift. And you're going to get this youth and this youthness come back to you. So some of you guys may have been feeling a bit, like a bit sluggish. And you could have been now like doing certain things and working on your diet. And maybe nothing's been working. There's something you're about to be coming across. It could literally be like a certain herb that is going to work for you. And maybe some of you guys didn't realize that the amount of like parasites or leeches within your body, you didn't realize the heaviness was actually within your body, and it was going to take longer than you thought. And it's just the fact that the simple reason of keep going, don't give up, keep going. Whatever you've been doing, it is working. You're in this kind of like, what's it called? A gestation period where your body just needs that hermit phase for a bit longer. You need a bit more sleep. I'm just getting somebody who wakes up because their alarm's gone off and your body really just wanted another hour of sleep. You need that another hour of sleep. They're saying, so sleep. What else, Spirit? You may be having dreams right now that you're in a battle. You're overcoming like energy vampires that are trying to get you in this battle. We have, I'm smelling like a men's cologne is coming through very strongly. It's like very spicy and woody. We have dragon. So the dragon is significant. And look how the dragon is wrapping around this rose, this divine feminine energy. You are protected. You're very, very protected at this time. And this child will be protected. Especially when they're in the womb and they're growing. It's like a cracking open is what is going on with you in your physical body. A cracking open. So you can gain new stripes, new patterns, new colours and new wings. So you're about to be having this rebirth, and it is connected to your health, your mind's well-being, like just how you feel within this physical body. You may be seeing roses everywhere, and you could be seeing dragons everywhere. Dragon energy on the planet right now is very, very strong. And dragons have always been here. They haven't gone anywhere. Just like the unicorn. The unicorn was always here. It didn't go anywhere. But humanity had to reach a certain consciousness and point within our energy and within our evolution before we can see these kinds of mythical creatures and connect to this vibration and energy. Because the unicorn, that's a vibration, that's an energy. And then the dragon, that's a vibration, that's an energy. What else, Spirit? We have 11, instinct. Yeah, and this also, when you clear out your gut and your colon, right, this not only is good for your brain health, but this assists with your spiritual body's health. It assists with your intuition. You can hear yourself loud and clearly. Like when I do a fast, and particularly if I fast, do like a water fast or a juice cleanse for like 3 days or more, my mind, there's this cloudiness that I didn't even realize was there. It just gets lifted and everything becomes much more clearer. I can hear myself more. I can hear my soul more. It comes right to the forefront. This is what is going to be happening within you when it comes to your physical body, when it comes to your health. You may be seeing 1111 everywhere, but your instincts, trust your instincts and trust your intuition right now. What else needs to come through for pile 2? We have solar, calm, clarify. Yeah, this clarity is coming. And this is kind of looking like to me like the chakra system. Your chakra system is being rebalanced. So maybe some of you guys have been doing Reiki or different forms of like energy healing to assist you. I'm hearing rising to the top, won't stop, rising to the top. I don't know if that's a song, but that's coming through. It's significant. It's like the spirit babies are singing it. You're moving on up in vibration, which means your body wants different things. It wants different things from you. So please listen to your instincts and your intuition right now. You could be going off foods that you used to eat all of the time. Maybe they're making you feel a bit, You just don't like the taste of it anymore is what is coming through there. Sun, source. Yeah, because your soul is coming more to the forefront. So the soul likes different foods than the human body. They're pointing to the tongue. They're saying like the soul has its own taste buds. So again, pay attention to the foods that you're going off that you don't want right now. And there's going to be foods that maybe in the past you ate and you were like, that's rank, I don't like that. And now you're realizing you're craving it. Magnesium, I'm hearing magnesium. Maybe you've been taking magnesium. What else, Spirit, for pile 2? I just got one card from this deck, please. Carol is coming through as significant. That could be connected to carol singers, so like Christmas time. But as in the name, Carol was coming through as significant. We have here grief. 11 again. 1111. You could be seeing that everywhere. Grief. This could have been also what was going on with your body. You went into grief because that does happen when you lose someone, a loved one very close to you. It causes your heart to break. Your heart will literally physically tear or rip. And this pushes the body into a purge. So then you may have noticed that maybe you were overeating. You were just eating everything, right? And then other people, they can go the complete opposite way where they completely lose their appetite and they lose a lot of weight when they are grieving. But this could have been, for some of you guys, you could have lost a child, like in a miscarriage, a stillbirth for some of you. Because they're pointing down here, near the tree. They're pointing here and they're saying the placenta, the placenta. So some of you guys could have, like when you give birth to a stillbirth, you give birth to the child, you also give birth to the placenta. You could have taken the placenta and done a ceremony or a prayer with it. You could have buried it under a tree. Or maybe this is what you did for your child. You planted a tree for someone that's coming through. Is very significant. They were right there. They were right there. And so were all of their spirit animals. They're very connected to spirit animals with this pile 2. I mean, you see the owl. They're pointing to the owl in the tree. So they do like birds. They're very fond of birds. And obviously birds are, they can fly. They're free. They have wings. But they see from that higher perspective. They don't want any more from this deck. Okay, I'm going to get some timings for you for pile 2. So can I get some timings connected to conception and a due date? We have July is coming through as significant. So summertime. This is Cancer coming through that was coming through before. What else, Spirit? We have weight. This is for those of you that just need to tweak your diet. There's something you're still doing when it comes to your body and your fertility. Because this is the thing. These spirit babies, they need certain DNA that is activated. And when you're on a certain diet or you're eating certain food, it can actually keep parts of your DNA that are more connected to the Christ consciousness part of you. It can kind of keep it repressed. There's certain parts of you that need to be awakened. You've almost done it. They keep doing like a little tweak, a little tweak. You've almost done it. And then boom, this child's going to come through. They're going to be coming through quick. But until you've done that, right now, they're saying await. I heard 6, like 6 months. Some of you could be 6 weeks. We have 4 weeks coming through here for some of you guys. 4 could be an angel number you're seeing everywhere, repeating 4s. We also have 11 month. You've got the 11 again. That's like triple 11. 11, 11, 11. You could be seeing repeating 1s literally everywhere. I'm being shown it on a microwave, 11, 11. So maybe that's where you tend to see it. We have August coming through. So this is like summertime. Summer conception or a summer baby coming through here. Thank you. We have next year. I mean, we're towards the end of 2025 when I'm recording this. They're pointing to next year. And then here they've got the no answer. But you see the banknotes. They're pointing to the money behind. So maybe your money is moving up. And that's what they're also waiting for before they come through. Because again, if you're there worrying about money and you're stressed, that again, that's going to affect your well-being and your health. We have pink. So you may be seeing the colour pink everywhere. Pink is connected to attraction. Spirit is saying when you have like a lot of pink within your auric field, you're like a magnet to pull things in. We have magazines. So you may be seeing who you've always envisioned your spirit baby to look like. You could be seeing them on magazines everywhere. And you know, sometimes when you see pictures on walls or like magazines and you feel like the eyes of that person is literally like following you around the room and staring at you everywhere, that's coming through as significant. There could be a particular photo within your home or like your parents, so the spirit baby's grandparents, that kind of follows you around everywhere. It could almost creep you out, but that's coming through as significant. Or you may have recently gone somewhere like to one of those old houses, like a manor house where you look around and there could be like these old paintings on the wall and you could have felt like they were just looking at you. We have here a windmill. So you may live near a windmill. Or you'll be travelling somewhere and there's windmills there. It's given like the countryside because they're pointing to Laycock near where I live. They're pointing to the manor house in Laycock. We have here unicorn. You could be seeing unicorns everywhere. I do feel like this is like a spirit animal that is connected to the spirit baby as well as the dragons. And we have ladybug. So it's Lady Luck and Mother Mary that is coming through here. And then you also have baby toys. So you may have bought something for your spirit baby to help you connect with them. I do advise this. I have like little booties for my spirit baby. I also have like a little hat and a little Dory toy. I tend to buy things sometimes when I've like gone abroad or I'm traveling. If I see it and I'm really drawn to it, I'll buy it and like keep it for my future children. But I do advise in doing this because it's a physical item that you have. You can kind of like, if you're going into meditation, if you're wanting to connect with your spirit baby, you can hold this, you can have it close with you. It's like that anchor, like anchoring them into this physical reality. But you may already have children. For some of you, we have here dragonfly. Dragonflies are connected to transformation. They're also connected to the ancient codes of Mother Earth. So the codes and downloads that exist in Mother Earth's ley lines. I do believe a lot of you guys, again, you're being activated to gain more wings. So it's like right now they're pointing to the 3. You got 3 wings. Another one is just growing and it's about to pop out of nowhere. We have here ballet. So you could have done ballet when you was younger. Those of you that are destined to have a little girl, you could put them into ballet. But I'm just getting like extracurricular activity. So this could also be dance because now I'm being shown like break dancing, like street dancing, hip hop dancing is also coming through here. So this like child, they're going to be wanting to be very, very active and particularly getting the physical body moving. And you're also going to want this for them. You don't want them cooped up in the home, just always got their face glued to a screen or to like games. What else, Spirit? Some of you guys could have a picture, like a ballet picture within your home. I'm seeing it in somebody's hallway, but it's black and white. We have Mama, Daddy, I'm super proud of you. I want to be a superhero just like you. They are proud of the person you have become and the grace that you hold. Where for the most part, they're saying for the most part, you decide to be the bigger person. For a lot of you recently, you may have done a lot of holding your tongue. It doesn't mean that you're repressing what you actually want to say, but you're holding your tongue and then you're like, right, let me say this respectfully. And then you say something as what is coming through here. So maybe in the past you just snapped. Or if somebody was rude to you, you're like, I'm going to be rude back. It's like this kind of tit for tat, this pettiness that was going on. But you pulled yourself back. You're like, right, no, let me say something, but I'll do it respectfully. We have here, it's like a maturing that's been going on within you, particularly within the spiritual body in the last year or so. We have mama, daddy is going through a spiritual awakening. Remember how much space you wanted during yours. So this is you and your partner could both be going through like those ego deaths. And this is where you've had this maturity. Some of you guys could be in your Saturn return, or you just come out of your Saturn return. But it's giving that kind of energy. People usually go through their Saturn return around the age of 27. Usually lasts for about 3 years. Where essentially you're being asked at an energetic level and at a spiritual level to grow up. What else, Spirit? You may be seeing like heroes everywhere, like capes everywhere. Halloween could have been significant for you guys. We have Archangel Chamuel says your sacral chakra is blocked. Trust in yourself. So healthy love, friendships and creativity will flow to you. Yeah, when it comes to your sacral chakra, like if you're doing like a lot of cleanses, this is obviously working to clear up the colon, the intestines, the small intestines, the large intestines. But it's a lot of like healing that goes on around here, around your root, around your sacral, around your solar. I believe this is what you guys have been working on or unknowingly working on through your diet. There's some sort of diet shift and health change, and you could have been working to get your body moving and noticing as well when you're doing that inner work, the shadow work, the reprogramming your inner child, and you're dropping that energetic baggage. You guys could notice where you've been doing a lot of that within like 1 month, the weight is just dropping off of you easier, or like this like sluggishness, this fatigue then falls off you, it drops off you. They want 1 card from this deck here, and we're going to close out the reading for pile 2. Okay, we got 2. We have here, did I say this one? Baby things was by my leg. We have here resurrection, embrace new life, and that has flown out with humbleness, modesty, humility. Straight away though, I'm staring at the butterfly that's coming out of the pot. So this is you gaining new wings, and it's literally about to sprout out of nowhere. It's like freedom. I'm just hearing freedom, and you're going to break out and be yourself. I'm hearing that song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Some of you guys could love getting your feet done, like a massage on your feet. Some of you guys could love having a massage on your legs. You might need this for some of you. I'm getting for the work that you do. So maybe some of you guys are athletes, or this could be your partner, and they need like a lot of massages on their legs, like a lot of physio. You could also like having your, what's it called, a pedicure. They're saying both. They're pointing to both though. So you could always love having like your manicure done, your pedicure done. I'm hearing nails did. I'm hearing a song by Drake. I forget what it's called. I think he says... No, it's gone out of my head. But there was a song coming through from Drake, and now it's left. It's annoying me. This is the thing. When I'm channeling, when the channeling is coming through and spirit are talking through me, sometimes they'll try and link things within my memory that's happened to me. That will normally come through like very, very easily. But when it's like everyday things, like programs, songs, film, da-da-da-da-da-da, leaves my head. Leaves my head, but I can hear it, and now it's going to annoy me for the rest of this reading. But you see here, the sun breaking through, this could be happening with you. That something comes in your head, or you're about to be doing something, and then as soon as it came up in your head, it leaves, and you're like, what was I going to do? It's that the mum brain, the pregnancy brain, that's what it is. And you know, those of you that are women, when you're on your period, and you do get the period brain, the things come into your head and they leave. You're going to do something, then you've forgotten it. But that can be a symptom of women when they are pregnant. That could be a symptom that you guys experience. They're pointing particularly to the 2nd trimester. But you are having a resurrection. And you are becoming more secure. They're saying more secure with yourself in your physical body. This is what the spirit baby is waiting for before they hop on through. Before they jump down from the spirit world and they come to this earthly realm, is what are coming through there. Anything else, spirit? No. So that's all the messages coming through with pile 2. I hope that did resonate. If you want your own spirit baby reading, my website is in the description below. But I'll see you in another video. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So for those of you who chose the error plane here, we're going to hop right into your reading. So we are going to start with Spirit Baby poems and see what comes through for you. Obviously, aeroplanes, they're connected to movement and they're connected to travel. So you may be someone who always wanted to travel the world, but with your children. You want to travel the world as a family. You've never really had that desire to do it on your own. Or maybe you've been there, done that. Because I'm hearing been there, done that. So maybe like in your late teen years and in your 20s, you went like, I'm hearing getting solo backpacking. Like you went traveling on your own. But you want to do it now like with your person and with your children. The mini yous. I'm hearing mini me's, the mini yous. Okay, so we have here, Pop Goes the Weasel. I love to tease my brothers and sisters. Some may be conceived by different misters. My feet may be prone to blisters. I'm always breaking in new shoes. I could be an NBL player or work in construction as a bricklayer. One thing's for sure, I need to be out the door. Always on the move like I've got something to prove. You gotta grab life by the balls. I really don't like shopping malls. Mum and auntie will be dragging me around, kicking and screaming too. I'm noisy when not in the mood. Usually this is when mum gives in to naughty food. I keep being shown football, so football is coming through as significant. You could be seeing football signs everywhere. Maybe you're a fan yourself of a like specific I forget what it's called. Football club. Left my head. You could be a fan of a specific football club. Like I'm getting like a die-hard fan, or maybe this is your partner. But this Spirit Babies coming through for this group could be destined to be athletes. To be in the spotlight, because now they're showing me a spotlight on a running track. So they could be runners. They could be football players. We've got NBL that is coming on here. So we've got basketball coming through. Now I'm being shown tennis. There's just these different sports that are flashing in my mind. And now they're showing me Sky Sports. So maybe Sky Sports within your home is always on. Again, this could be to do with you or to do with your partner. But sports are coming through as very, very significant. And also, obviously, with the aeroplane, when it comes to athletes, they're constantly traveling around everywhere. And we have here gender reveal. Crowds gather as the balloon goes pop. Everyone jumps and screams. The kids are more interested in their ice creams. I'm exactly who my parents thought I'd be. The pink confetti scatters. Mummy and daddy couldn't be gladder. I'm guessing for some of you, you've already got a child or children. I said child, so you could have one child. But it's given like you have all boys and you want the girl. Like your family will be complete when you have the girl. Or this is going to be like the timeline of your journey when it comes to having children. So you could have boy after boy after boy after boy after boy. And then at the end, you'll have the little girl is what was coming through for somebody. But I'm hearing wag, W-A-G, wag. What they call that for the wives of like football players in it. So that's coming through is very, very significant. But again, you could be interested in that kind of lifestyle and maybe watch those kind of documentaries, you know, reality TV, like the housewives or is coming through as significant. You could watch those type of influencer programs as well. We have here Peter Rabbit. Books hold so much magic. The old school classic tales never ever fail. Daddy gets lost in books. They take him to mystical lands. I have always been in his plans. We speak to each other in dreams. This world isn't always as it seems. But that's okay. There'll always be better days. Let daddy soothe your funny tummy. Learn to accept help more mummy. Some of you guys, this could be a rainbow baby that will be coming through next. Maybe you've just gone through a miscarriage for some of you. Peter Rabbit could be significant, like the books Peter Rabbit. And also there was a film that came out about Peter Rabbit. It was like a few years ago, like a good maybe 4 years ago. So it was new-ish, but it came out around Christmas time. So there's something about Christmas that is coming through as significant. Now being shown a Christmas tree and like a child being like lifted up so they can put the star on top of the tree. And there could have been like a little argument between the father, I'm getting between the dad and the toddler of who was going to put the star on the tree. But it's like the dad gave in, was like, go on then and let this baby do it, this toddler do it. I'm getting for the dad, like this has been a dream to have children, to have this big family. And obviously for the woman within the family, it's also going to be true too. Because you're not going to be like forced to be having children, forced to be starting a family, right? But it's like, I feel like the masculine, the man, is given obsessed. So maybe you say to them, like, you're obsessed with having children, you're obsessed with having a family. But maybe you don't think about it as much until you met this person. You came into union, was in a relationship with this person. You were like, I want their child. I want to have children with this person. I want their child. They would make a wonderful father. They would make a wonderful mother. But that's coming through is very, very significant for somebody. They brought magic into your world. That's what it is. And you could just, it's like you just kept having visions. You could see your face and their face mushed together, making this cute little baby is what is coming through. But I do think with the dad, he had these dreams of basically having a whole football team within the household. Maybe he grew up around a lot of like siblings. We have here, love is in the air. It's important. I know you care. Through the love language of touch, cuddles, kisses, and attention, I just can't get enough. I'll never fight the night if you kiss and hold me tight. That always does the trick in getting me to sleep. I come in peace even when being naughty. Mummy and Daddy only see the angel in me. Dennis the Menace is what others refer to me as. That doesn't necessarily mean I will be a lad. Cartoons and animation spark my imagination. I'll be a natural actor, got that star factor. Enjoy the company of older kids, they show me their cool tricks. Mountain bikes and skateboards interest me. Daddy buys me knee pads so I won't bruise easy. You live and you learn is my motto. Granddad sure does love playing the lotto. There's also something like you meeting this person, you coming together in a relationship. It felt like you won the lotto. So it's coming through as true love and getting the energy of you are soulmates or your twin flames, your divine counterparts, kingdom spouse. I feel the word soulmate is more what's coming through to the forefront. So you could call each other this. Like, my person, I found my person. And this is where it was like, okay, I want to have children. Like, that really solidified for you when you met this person. What else, Spirit? Some of you guys, it might not be a star that you put at the top of your Christmas tree. It could be an angel I'm being shown. We have here 10, acceptance. Like, you finally felt accepted when you met this person. And it brought a lot of peace over you. Something about like having a date outside when it was nighttime and the stars were out. You could have had a picnic under the stars or gone camping or something. And maybe that's when you realised, I want this person's child. I want to have a children. I want to have a family with this person. This is my person. And that keeps coming through very, very strongly. This is my person. This is my person. Like, it's just that knowing is coming to the forefront. So maybe some of you guys are about to meet this person. That's what it is. You could also travel, go away together near a body of water. Canada is coming through as significant. So is the UK, so is Dubai, and so is Mexico. We have needs. They meet your needs. This is your soul tribe, your soul family. You are soulmates. You are soulmates. Someone most definitely is a star. They have that star factor. If they're not in the public eye as an athlete, they have that star factor. And look at the children lifting up the star as if they're going to put it on a Christmas tree. There's no Christmas tree on the card, but you get what I mean? You see the kid here, they're putting it up. Christmas time could be that time for you that used to be very triggering. Maybe you just didn't like always being around the family, or you felt like you didn't fit in. Some of you guys could have come, I'm hearing orphan. So you could have been abandoned and not had parents, not had that family union, and you always craved that. So this is what you're going to have by creating and making your own family. It's going to have a very healthy dynamic. You're going to have a strong, sturdy foundation and always be there for each other. And then we have here sacred desire. There's a lot of powerful sexual energy and chemistry between you and your person. It's love mixed in with lust, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It brings the colours back to you and to your person. Like, it pushes both of you to do better and want to be better, to strive for more in life, and don't just accept the bare minimum. And to do with each other, like, you won't accept the bare minimum from each other. Like, even when you have children, you'll still be making time for each other, to go on date nights, to get dressed up, to kind of seduce and flirt with each other. You're still going to be doing that. It's very, very important for you within your connection as well, to like be looking after your physical body. You want to be attractive to this person. You want them to like fancy you, even when you've been together for like 10, 20, 30 years. You want them to fancy you, and you want to fancy them still, and you will. And again, it's not just about G's. It's not just about like the physicality, the outside, but that is important. It's like the energy and your personalities, and it's when you're both in that energy of this is my dream, this is my goal, I want to get here, and you actually strategize and get a plan, and you assist each other, and then you actually get here. It's like when you watch each other jump a timeline, reach a goal, that's when like you fancy each other the most, is what is coming through, is significant. And the spirit babies on the other side, they're looking, they're watching you too. They're jumping up and down with you. They're cheering with you. Again, I'm seeing like literally it's like I'm watching a football match and there's everybody there in the stadium in the crowd. But there's also spirit babies there who are watching and cheering on. So somebody could literally be a footballer, some kind of athlete. We have here power. Power come. They have a powerful sexual energy. Look at this again, the root. You wanted a very sturdy, strong foundation, and you always knew, okay, this has got to start with me. But it's like when you met each other, when you came into union, you just lit each other up. And you both knew that you were destined to be having, not just having children in this lifetime, but having children with this person, with your person. The sacred flame, I'm hearing the sacred flame. So it's like your creativity and your sexuality, it really does rise and become more powerful after being intimate with each other. This is also how you know you're with the right person for you. So after you're intimate, after you've had sex, it's just like a burst of energy. It's like adrenaline that comes over you. But then you're also friends first. You got that foundation first. You both come from the same tribe and you'll create a tribe together. They don't drain you, that's what it is. Sometimes you can be intimate with someone and they drain you right away because they were like that succubus. They were just there to just suck on your energy and your light and harvest your energy. We have here surrender. Look at all of these children. I do feel like this pile, you guys are destined to have a lot of children. Some of you may be very, very interested in adopting and fostering. I also just heard IVF. So for this pile, you could be using IVF to assist you in conception. There's like a few of them could be coming through together. Because they're pointing here. You see this one here where two of the children are like on the same leaf. But they're actually in it because you've got two here, but one's on it, one's dangling off. These two here, they're in the same leaf, so it was given like the womb and they were pointing over here. So that's like twins coming through for someone, but non-identical. We have protection. You protect each other. You're the two puzzle pieces that come together. And the spirit babies, they keep jumping around on the other side. Like, yes, 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 mum and dad, we chose well. So they're choosing for this pile to come through divine counterparts. But divine counterparts where both of you individually have made something of yourself, that you're proud of yourselves, and then you come together and you're so proud of this person. You're equally yoked is what it is, equally yoked. You see here, this kind of looks like an egg. You guys could be seeing eggs everywhere, or maybe you're just really craving eggs right now. The eggs are obviously connected to the ovaries, but they are connected to life itself, to creation and to fertility. I want to get go into some timings. Timings for pile 3 for conception and birth coming soon. Look at that, coming soon. And I'm being shown, like, you know, if you're going to the cinema and they do like all of the trailers in the beginning first and it says coming soon to a screen near you. I'm seeing that. So maybe someone's a star in terms of being an actor or an actress. Or you could be the one who's behind the camera, like that sort of thing, the production. You work in the production team. What else, Spirit? A door will open in time. These spirit babies, they'll come through a door. They come through God's door. So the spirit baby wants you to know they're coming through very, very soon. You may be dreaming of doors, but specifically doors opening. You could also be dreaming that you're walking upstairs, like you're elevating, work in progress. Yeah, this is you. You're a work in progress, your partner is a work in progress, but you're both choosing to elevate, you're both choosing to ascend. You're not staying stuck. You're the type of person who refuses to stay stagnant. That's boring. And this person is the same way. You're always making progress, but when you're together, you just like, you charge each other. Like your batteries for each other. You're two puzzle pieces. I keep saying it, two puzzle pieces that go together. The light and the dark. The divine masculine, the divine feminine. What else, Spirit? But this is the kind of household and parents this child needs for their purpose. Because I do believe they are destined to be in the spotlight. So if it's not you or your partner who was famous, who was like an athlete, that sort of thing. It's this spirit baby that's coming through that's destined to be in the spotlight. 5 months. Significant for a due date or for conception. We also have in 1 month coming through here. You guys could be seeing these royal butterflies everywhere, or moths that are of this colour, in the black and the orange. The colour gold, you could be seeing it everywhere or feel very, very drawn to the colour gold right now. And then we also have 4 weeks. And at the bottom of the deck, 4 days. So force could be significant. You could be seeing 44 everywhere. And then we have Sunday at the top of the deck. They could be destined to be born on a Sunday. Gospel music could be very, very significant for you. I'm hearing like gospel Sunday. So maybe when it's a Sunday, you know, like usually on a Sunday, that's when people will worship or they'll go to church, that sort of thing. But you in your home, you could put a playlist on which is connected to like gospel music. And just have like a dance around. It could also be that day where you like, you know, go around the house, you clean the house. But I'm just seeing you blast out music. But I'm hearing particularly gospel music because I'm hearing Mary, Mary. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing a gospel song, God's Got a Blessing. I forget what it's called, but it's God's Got a Blessing. With my name on it. That song is coming through as significant. Songbird. You're a blessing to each other. You and your person. You're a blessing to each other. And these spirit babies are going to be blessings to you. They're going to be your joy. An extension of your love. Songbird. Someone could be in the music industry. And you're in the music industry for the right reasons. You have a lot of light. And those of you that sing, you have a powerful voice. Or these spirit babies coming through. The way I'm smiling, someone's spirit baby, they have a powerful throat chakra. They have a powerful voice. It's like when they sing, it sounds like angels. I'm getting like a la, like it sounds like a harp. It sounds like angels. Others of them have like a powerful voice where it's like a ballad because I'm hearing Adele. But you could be seeing birds everywhere, like little black birds like this. They're pointing to Dubai again. So when I was in Dubai a few years ago, they were brown though. There was these tiny little birds they were everywhere. They're literally everywhere. I'm seeing those. I don't know what they were called. But you see the road ahead. It's dark, but you see where this bird sings and then all this light comes out. Like this road ahead is opening for you. For this spirit baby to be conceived. Because they're pointing at that road and they're pointing down at this card here. They're on their way to you. They're about to be coming through this door. And this door is the womb. This door is conception. We have universal love. The rose, I feel like the rose has come out in every single pile. So that rose energy, divine feminine energy. I mean, I'm not surprised because that's connected to the womb. The rose is connected to womb, to fertility, to Mother Mary. But Mother Mary is strongly coming through with every single pile. What else, Spirit? Some of you guys could be quite young. You could be in your 20s. Maybe you've already got a child and you were a parent in your teen years. I'm getting like a, like it kind of shocks your household or it shocks your community. So maybe you didn't come from a family where people had children that young. Or maybe they were just shocked. They didn't expect it to be you. You could have been like well behaved and not known to be a rebel. We have here power. For some of you, you could have a panther as your power animal. Your spirit power animal. This could be a nickname for somebody. They could call you Panther or Black Panther is significant. You know, the movie Black Panther. I keep being shown cinema. So the cinema is coming through is significant. Maybe you go on dates to the cinema a lot with your person. Or you will if you haven't met them yet. Some of you could have green eyes or your person has green eyes. Some of you guys, your favourite colour could be like yellows and oranges. You know, colours that you look at them and you just associate them with like joy and with happiness. So what's coming through, quite bright colours that are known to attract spirits. So when it comes to spirit, they like bright colours, which is why in certain cultures, you know, like Nigeria, for example, they wear all these beautiful, colourful patterns, like a lot of bold colours, because this attracts spirits, because colour is connected to life itself, it's connected to creation. What else, Spirit? For pile 3. We have, of course, Aphrodite and Ares, lovers. I follow my heart. You are divine counterparts. This person is your soulmate. You will have children together. Very, very powerful. So powerful. Look at all this light. This is what happens when you come together intimately. It's like it heals a certain radius around you when you both come in together intimately and when you both climax at the same time. That's how the spirit baby is going to be conceived. You both reach climax at the same time. And it's like you'll both have this inner knowing. You may not speak it. You may not say it to each other. You both will have this inner knowing like we just got pregnant. One more card. We have Goddess Minerva, intelligence. I harness my full potential. This is going to be your spirit baby. I harness my full potential. Look at those eyes. Look at that third eye. How open it is. How powerful they are. They're going to be very, very beautiful because they're created in God's image. Because of the way that you love on your person, you look at each other. Like you're literally going to be birthing God's image, birthing love. They're going to be very, very beautiful. Some of them could be destined to be models or be known for how they look. Because they're showing me like the Victoria's Secrets models. They're showing me some of them. They could also be very, very tall, like quite lanky and very tall. Or maybe this is you or your partner. You could be seeing the crescent moon everywhere. Some of you guys may use prayer beads when you pray. Something about prayer beads coming through is very significant. They're going to surpass like the vision you have for your future children in your head. When they're actually here earthside, they're going to surpass that, which is how beautiful they are and how special they are to you. We have here 5th house, passion. Yet there's so much passion, lust and chemistry between you and your person, but it's mixed. Love and lust, love and lust, it's mixed. Some of these spirit babies could be destined to be artists. But whatever they do, they're going to create from their heart. Because again, they are made in God's image. They're going to know this just by being raised by you and your partner. They're going to know this. And you're going to program them to have like the beautiful colours and think beautifully about themselves. Be connected more to abundance and not the lack consciousness. Obviously, when we come into this room, right, we're born here. We're not a clean slate. We do have karma to clear. But that these children are going to be more connected to abundant mindset. To the fact that they can go over their dreams. That dreams do come true. It is possible. And they're going to want to help people that don't have a lot. There's something about hoarders and hoarding. They don't understand people that hoard things. That cling on to things. Again, that's going to be because that's connected to a lack consciousness a lot of the times. You go in some people's houses and there is just stuff everywhere and it's just crap. It doesn't even have a sentimental value. It is just crap. Like that sort of thing. They're not going to understand it. So maybe if they go over to like friends' houses sometimes and they walk in their houses and be like, I want to go home. And they can literally like call you and be like, Mum, Dad, pick me up. I don't want to be here anymore. It's something to do with the energy of the house, particularly because the energy is quite heavy. It has a hoarding energy. We have here Virgo, digest. So some of you guys could have Virgo heavy within your chart, or this spirit baby will. Very stubborn energy that is coming through here. Again, the crescent moon could be very significant to you. But with this, you see the 2 hands, and they've both got it over the harvest here, over the crops. So you working together in unison with your person, this is going to be very abundant, very fruitful. It's going to bring in a lot of money. And I'm seeing these bits that have broken off as sperm. So I do feel like you and your person, particularly like the dad was coming through like always wanting to have a lot of children, just like an inner knowing. It's a heart's desire and an inner knowing. They were destined to have a lot of children. I feel like the man, the masculine, has very, very healthy sperm. And could be very healing. Like now I'm hearing Marvin Gaye, sexual healing. So when you first came together, particularly for the woman, being intimate with this man was very, very healing, or will be very healing if they're about to be coming in for you. It's like they're all about you. You could be seeing repeating 6s everywhere. Let's get one more card from this deck. We have here 8th house, mystery. So there's going to be parts of this pregnancy, the spirit babies coming through, that will be a mystery. Some of you guys could experience a cryptic pregnancy. Or after you've first been intimate with this person, you could experience like pregnancy-like symptoms, or what you thought were pregnancy-like symptoms, particularly for the woman, because I'm getting like a kicking in the womb. You literally felt like there was a fetus growing, there was kicking. This was your womb going through that healing, particularly if you've been with partners in the past who were a bit coercive when it came to being intimate, when it came to sex. I'm hearing my way or the highway. They could have just been like a narcissistic person. For some of you, they could have been abusive. You could have been in a domestic violence situation. And then you healed, and then you met this person. But it's like when you actually came together in the physical union, in the sexual union, this is where a lot of healing was happening. The last layers that you can get to on your own. You may be seeing skulls everywhere, but there's this death and rebirth energy that is connected with this card here, with the 8th house here. You could be seeing like the moon card everywhere when you're watching readings, or maybe you've got oracle decks, tarot decks yourself, you pull yourself cards. The moon could keep coming out. There's something about a mystery that is surrounding this pregnancy, this next pregnancy with these children coming through. Some of you guys could about to be getting engaged, or you will be engaged while you were pregnant. We have here, as I've said, the child creative spark. But here at first I was seeing like a pregnancy bump, even though it's fire. They're holding on to fire right here. So again, it's that passion that you ignite within one another. It's that sacred flame that you activate. It's the kundalini. So I'm not surprised when you come together, you have this beautiful harvest. That cornucopia is what you create together. But within the bedroom, I'm literally getting like fire, and I'm getting hot, and I'm heating up. So within the bedroom, it's like fire, as that of passion. Very feisty. It's like two people who the world looking in thinks these people like very, very proper. Maybe come across as like, maybe not necessarily introvert, but you just come across as very, very proper. It's kind of giving the energy like a teacher's pet. Like you do things that are right. You speak right. It could be people that don't necessarily swear, but in the bedroom, you're both like secret freaks. That's what it is, and you're both coming together. And even this was a shock to like to the both of you. Like just how much you are compatible when it comes to intimacy. I'm hearing they're the best kisser. They're the best kisser. They're a yummy kisser. So that whenever you're around each other, like you won't be able to like keep your hands off of each other. And this is just going to increase when you have children. You know, some people worry about that. Like that passion or you fancying each other is going to subside because you just kind of get into that routine where everything's about the kids. No, I feel like it's going to increase because you're seeing like we made that. We created this child together. That's our flesh and blood. Let's do it again and again and again and again. That's what's coming through here. We have the Empress, which is thrown out with centering. Yeah, very powerful energy. A lot of like soft, divine, feminine energy coming through. I just keep getting like a yumminess, and like all of a sudden, like I want to eat something. I want to lick something. Like I want a lollipop, something like that is coming through. So again, you're not going to be able to keep your hands off of each other. You're going to love each other's natural scent. That's also how you know when someone is actually for you, when you love their natural scent. Like before they've showered or after they've just done a workout, whatever. This spirit, for a lot of these spirit babies, they're going to be conceived in Tantra. There's a little dragonfly that's on this card over here, so you might be seeing dragonflies everywhere. We have success at the bottom here. For those of you using IVF, it will be a success. And it's like, this is the energy that's coming together when it comes to IVF, because they're showing me kind of like an egg and a sperm that's being put in here, shaking all about. But it's like it still has this central sacred union energy, this sexual energy that's coming together in the pot there with the biology that is mixed, that is coming through. And this is like what's within the pot, but you can't see it. You may dream of it, you may know it intuitively. Those of you that are seeking medical assistance going through IVF, this is what is happening when that egg and that sperm is mixed together. It's very powerful. We have here child consciousness at the top of the deck. Look, the child is riding the dragonfly. So the dragonfly could be a significant sign for you guys. But they're going to have this freedom because of how they're conceived and who they're born from. Because you are that duality. You're that light and that dark, that yin and that yang. You could be seeing yin and yang everywhere. And maybe you feel very, very cool to be wearing yin and yang jewelry at present. They want to get some messages from this deck here. So for pile 3... ancestor of tribes, hunter of paths. You come from the same tribe. You see this kind of looks like, let me show you. It looks like a cat from Aristocats. So the cartoon Aristocats could be significant. And so one of the jazz players is what I'm seeing when it comes to that. So jazz music could be significant. So could New Orleans. I'm also being shown a white rabbit. So you could be seeing white rabbits everywhere with this card here. But cartoons could be significant, and you guys could have like the cinema kept coming through, but you could have days where you have like this huge being shown like a projector being pulled down, and you put like a mattress in the front room, and you get like all the different suites together. You could have like movie nights, but you could watch cartoons together, or like programs you used to watch when you were a child, because I'm being shown like two people who are showing each other their favorite movie or their favorite cartoons, and you like take it in turns. And then we have here Hunter of Paths. You were always supposed to be coming together in this lifetime, or you're always supposed to be having children together in this lifetime. And you're coming through to defeat the darkness in terms of dreams can come true. They keep saying dreams can come true with this pile. Not just you creating that family, but you being successful in going after what you actually desire within this world. In terms of what lights you up, what is your passion, but at the same time, what's going to make you money and what's going to be of service to other people. Let's get some signs for you. We're going to start closing up the reading. Glitter. You could be seeing glitter everywhere. You could be one of those people as well, you know, like, particularly when it comes to children. Sometimes they always just have that one piece of glitter on their head, and it's like, where has it come from? That's coming through with significance. So this could be this baby, this child, when they're here Earthside. And I'm hearing the man be like, it's from you, it's your eye makeup. So maybe some of you women, like you could be makeup artists, or you just tend to go for the eyeshadow that has glitter within it. And like your baby, particularly when they're like quite young, they look about 2 months old, there's like always like a piece of glitter on their forehead. Or maybe like sometimes when you're getting ready and you're going out and you're putting makeup on, you could get like lip gloss on your baby's head. We have here pink. So the colour pink could be significant for you. Somebody could have just bought themselves some pink crepes. And someone could wear pink, and maybe they don't call it pink, they could call it salmon. We have hot air balloon. You could have been on one of these, or this is just connected to reaching higher heights, moving up to that higher vibration. Signs, you might be seeing baby on board signs. Particularly leading up to when you will conceive, this child will be coming through. We got TV commercial. And then you also have here flower garden. Let's get one more. We have snail. I'm pretty sure there was a card before with a snail on it now. Or am I seeing things? No, it may have been seeing things. But you have a snail coming out here. This is the spirit of delay being removed from your life. You know, sometimes certain things within your life can have a delay put on them. And sometimes this can be of the Most High God. It can be a divine delay. But other times it can be like the heavier energies, the darker energies trying to halt you and keep you at a certain timeline. But whatever the delay, where it was coming from, whether it was God sent or the devil sent, it's being removed and you're going to be moving forward. Because I'm getting a go, you know, with a traffic light and it turns, but I'm being shown the word go, one of those traffic lights. The US could be significant. This being shown like US roads and streets. They're very, very different from the UK, obviously. But when I was in Canada, I'm being shown the road there. I forget what it's called. Like an intersection. That's an intersection that you have over there. I'm being shown that. So that's coming through as significant. Maybe you're from the US, Canada, or maybe you'll be traveling there. Or maybe your child is part of their destiny to be traveling to those places. But I'm getting they'll be traveling to countries that are huge in terms of the landscape, in terms of the land mass that they have. For a lot of you, you may be, this child may be born in a different country to where you were born. For some of you, it could just be a different state or a different part of your country, but there's a difference in where you were born and where your child was born. And now they're bringing up something that I've heard before, where a lot of people within the world, as quite a huge percentage of people in this world, end up kind of just staying in their hometown, like where they were born. Their children were also born. Like I was born in the same hospital as my mum, and then so was my brother, and so were a lot of my cousins. But there's going to be a difference in where your children were born to where you were born, and this is also a sign for you that you have had that movement, not just in terms of physically moving, but who you are, the work you've been doing on yourself, putting yourself up to that higher timeline where more of your destiny exists. You've had that movement. But that's all the messages coming through for pile 3. If you did want a personal spirit baby reading, my information is in the description below. But I'll see you in another video. Alright, pile 4, let's get into your reading. So for those of you that chose the winter Christmas hat, this is your reading here. I'm getting that January is significant. The month of January is very significant for this pile. Some of you could also have links within your bloodline to Russia is also coming through. I'm also being shown a bear. We have here 10-10 completion. I may be a tad overdue, but that doesn't bother you. Everything in divine time. You and Daddy are big believers in God's design. I am too. It's one of the many reasons I chose you. My soul needs to be guided along to my heart's unique song. Turtles will be my spirit animal at first. Slowly but surely wins the race. No competition, freedom is the aim. So you guys could be seeing the angel number 1010 everywhere, which is connected to completion. So you're moving into that rebirth now. I just got the feeling as if I'm on my period, and you know when you can literally feel the lining of the womb pulling away and about to drop. I had that feeling. So some of you guys could have just come on your period, and maybe you're a bit upset about that because you were hoping that you had conceived this month is what is coming through. But you are at a completion, and you're going to see this reflected within like this next menstruation is what is coming through for those of you that are women watching. So maybe it's going to be like either very, very heavy or very, very light. And you're going to know whichever one it is for you, that is a sign that you've just closed out certain inner work that you were doing, or a certain cycle that you were in. And I feel like you would have been having dreams about it. You could be having dreams that are connected to your period, to your menstruation. Some of you guys could also be having dreams of like a positive pregnancy test. That's also what is coming through. And then we have here, Tokyo Dragon, an abundant life. Mummy, will you be Daddy's wife? Me and the siblings will be at your wedding. You have Ganesh's blessing. Time to get that dream dress shipped in so your Cinderella day can begin. Rags to riches, Daddy handles his business. He wants you at home, but it's up to you, you know. More time spent with us, so I doubt you'll kick up a fuss. It will be a big change from the corporate fast lane. So it could be talking to a divine feminine and to a woman who is used to being very, very independent. And then maybe when your partner came in, I feel like this pile, you're already with your person, you're already with that like person you're going to be having children with. But when they came in, it's like, oh, I'll do that for you. I'll help you with this. What do you need? And maybe at first you're like, may not have even known what to say when they were asking you, like, what do you need? What can I do for you? And maybe you're used to people in the past where you were the one who always had to do things for them. You were the one who always had to extend the hand. And this was like part of your healing. But there's a layer of healing that you're closing out right now that is connected to that. It's connected to you receiving, being open to receive, allowing other people to do things for you where they're not asking you to do anything back. Like allowing yourself to be taken care of is what is coming through here. Right before you conceive as well. And it's like your spirit baby is watching on the other side, particularly the women. They're watching you to see if you're going to allow other people to run around and do things for you, where you just kind of sit, you chill and you relax. Because you're going to be doing this, like obviously when you are pregnant or when you've just had a newborn, you're going to have to allow other people to be doing things for you. And you just prioritize you like healing from the labor, but also just focusing on baby. Tokyo could be significant. I'm also hearing Australia. What else, Spirit? We have here crazy plant lady. That's what they all say. It's natural to love nature and want it all around. Display your plants loud and proud. Tender love and care. Talk to them, don't just stare. It's the same with babies. We need attention and affection to grow big and strong. When I'm first born, I'll be extra long. If you can keep plants alive, you'll do alright with me. I just have those human necessities. So you could be people who have like plants all over your home. Even if you have like the fake plants and you have them on your dining table and being shown that, hearing just to spice things up, but just to have something there. You don't like too much open air it's giving for someone in your house. You could say things like this. But I feel like you have a lot of plants, but you could also have a mixture of like fake plants within there as well. I can hear someone saying like they brighten up the home, they brighten up the home. And I feel like you'll be the type of people who wants like a fresh bouquet of flowers when you know you have guests coming round. Something about a push present. They want one more Spirit Baby poem, but something about a push present. That's way too many coming through for this pile. Okay, we have here The milkman's. No, he's not my dad. That saying would drive you both mad. My generations go back. I could be albino or just very fair. Maybe I'm brunette in a family of blondes, but my voice will definitely sing the same song. I could be much darker than the rest, but in choosing this vessel, my soul knows best. Maybe I grow to look much younger or older. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I do feel like, actually, even though on this card it's saying the milkman's, no, he's not my dad. With this pile, I feel like this spirit baby is going to look very much like dad. And then pointing to dad, very much going to look like dad, be his twin. Maybe you're trying kind of say, like, when the baby's first here, like, oh, they look like me, they look like me. I'm talking to the woman here. And then the dad's there like, we both know, this child looks like me. Like, you don't even, like, need a DNA test. Like, that's my baby. They're a spitting image of me. And maybe you're there, like, in your delulu, like, no, it looks like me, it looks like me. Or you could do it to annoy your partner, because there's, like, teasing going on there. And then we have here, my spirit baby came to me and whispered in my ear, Mummy, I feel your love for me, you know I'm always near. He's the angel on my shoulder. When I'm born, I'd like to play with toy soldiers. There's no need to fear when Daddy is here. He's your anchor, you're his world. And sometime after me, you'll have a little girl. Look out for the butterflies, don't let time just fly on by. Saviour every moment, earth has crowned you, own it. I will be born when you fully claim your gift. The snakes in the grass may give you a little hiss. I can't wait to give you a big kiss. Don't worry about Daddy. From the moment he saw you, he knew you were his. But at first you may need to give his big ego a diss. His soul within will thank you for this. So with you guys coming together, and maybe one of you did have an ego death, or it could have been both of you triggered an ego death. I'm getting options. So this could have been both of you, or one of you had options when it came to choosing who you wanted to have a commitment with, to be in that relationship with. And obviously you chose each other. It's given their poison to the soul, but also the human side. Like, you chose each other when it comes to the soul, but you're choosing to wake up every day and love each other. You could be seeing anchors everywhere, particularly when you're out and about, when it comes to like shop symbols when you're walking past, or if you're walking past like charity shops, that kind of thing. You could be seeing anchors everywhere. I just want to get 2 cards in this deck here for pile 4. We have here fear. So you've been overcoming your fears. You could have fears surrounding getting pregnant or having a healthy pregnancy. This is reminding me of The Land Before Time. It was a cartoon that I used to watch when I was younger, about dinosaurs. And there was this little dinosaur, and he was raised by his grandparents. But the program used to have like a lot of education with it when it comes to life and when it comes to the cycle of life. Maybe you guys watched it. It's called The Land Before Time. But you could be seeing dinosaurs everywhere. Something about history museums coming through as significant. So maybe you and your partner like going to a lot of history museums, particularly when you visit like a new city, a new country. But the Natural History Museum in London is coming up as significant. And now I'm being shown Big Ben. So maybe some of you guys are from London, or you've always wanted to travel there. You could have like a longer neck, or your partner could have like a long thick neck. There's something about their neck that you like and find attractive. And the back, like the shoulders is coming through, particularly when this is like pertaining to the masculines, to the men. We have bliss. It's going to be bliss when this child is coming through for someone. You're going to have that spiritual experience where you leave your body, but you're doing it consciously. It's like you're going into the canal to meet your spirit babe, to meet their soul. And like you're coming through together. You're going through this labor and this birth together. As what is coming through is very, very powerful. And it's like it's leaving like the midwives and the other people in the room, the doula and like birthing partner and your partner, speechless of what is going on when it comes to your labor, when it comes to your birth to someone. I can also hear like frequency music that is also being played. So you could have like a dream of how you want your labor, how you want your birthing experience to go. And it's in a way you're going to take control of this dream when it comes to your labor, but you're also going to let go. And it's like a meeting in the middle of this control and letting go, that you're going to have this kind of blissful spiritual experience. I'm also being shown a woman roaring when she's giving birth. It's like a roar that you didn't even think was possible, humanly possible to come out of you. And at the same time, all of the lights in the room and the electrics, and being shown that the machines are having the hospital to like monitor you and the baby's heartbeat, like kind of going off. It's going to be very, very profound experience for you. You see the bear. I was seeing a bear. You see the bear here. They're pointing to bears. So maybe the country that you're from, it could have bears native to that country. If you want to get a few messages from this deck here, we have progressions, journey. And you see the mountains as well. So you could come from somewhere that has like a lot of mountains. I'm hearing the Grand Canyon for somebody. Some of you guys could work with watches, or maybe this is your partner. Now, you know the people who actually build like the inside of the watch. I'm being shown that like it's taken apart, or maybe they fix them, or you fix them. Like very handy. Someone who's very, very handy is coming through. But specifically when it comes to technology, but little fiddly bits. Like you could be someone who, you know, if you've got like a few the necklaces with all in the same pot, and then you go to pull one out, but it's intertwined with all the other necklaces. You could be someone who like very easily breaks these apart and sorts them out. You know, some people just can't do it, and they hand it to someone else. They're like, can you sort this out for me, please? That's what is coming through. Very, very significant. What else, Spirit? You could be seeing clocks everywhere as well, because I was seeing Big Ben, like a grandfather clock. You could be seeing clocks everywhere. Maybe you're dreaming of them. Stranger Things is coming through as significant. When I'm recording this, I do believe... Didn't want these. When I'm recording it, I do believe there's a new season that's about to start, free. So some of you guys could be on your third child, which is where this bliss is coming in, because like you know the ropes. You know your body now. You've been pregnant before. You've gone through birth before. You know what to expect. But others of you, this is going to be your first child, and you will be destined to have 3 children in this lifetime. We have Aries act. So you could be in Aries, maybe your partner is, but this spirit baby for some of you could be destined to be born. They're pointing particularly to March. So in March, Aries, so like right at the end of March, they could be destined to be born. And you may be seeing a ram everywhere. And I'm basically pointing here to the horns, which are connected to the antenna, which are connected to the higher self, to the spiritual realms. So you're getting a lot of guidance right now from your spirit baby's soul. Remember, they're a soul, and they're on the other side, and they're watching you and your partner. They also guide you before they choose to incarnate and come through, or before it's divine time for them to be born, before it's their birthday. The planet Mars could also be significant. There could be like significant synastry going on when this child is either conceived or when they're born, when it comes to Mars. We have dignified strength. It's like you're going to have a dignified labor is coming through. So maybe some of you in the past, you had a traumatic birthing experience, and you won't this time around. And it's like you're going to be getting a lot of signs and omens connected to you giving birth. The number 13 could be significant. I'm hearing it's connected to the goddess and the divine feminine, number 13. That you will be sitting on your throne. Sitting on your throne, standing in your regalness, claiming your anointing. And you're going to be taken up to God's kingdom, taken up to the stars during your labor. And you meet your child there, and then you come through together. It's coming through very, very significantly. You could already be having visions of like your future labor, your future birth, or you're having dreams about it. And some of you guys are taking notes about it. You could be watching a lot of free birthing home videos. You could also be watching how women who are native and indigenous to certain lands and forests, I'm being shown at the Amazon forest, like what herbs and what roots they use to assist with the pain, but also the aftercare of a woman once she's given birth. I feel like someone's doing a lot of research. We have here Jupiter abundance. Yeah, it's going to be a very powerful, profound experience for you. There's a lot of luck that is surrounding your pregnancy, but it's not luck. It's like this is destined. You're destined to have this blissful experience when it comes to your labor, when it comes to this birth. This time around, so for some of you, you've already got children. For others of you, this is going to be your first child. And you could be eating like specific foods, fruits, vegetables. I keep getting roots and herbs. You could be taking certain supplements to assist you as well with your fertility and with the conception of this child. What else, Spirit? When I'm doing readings, right, and I put the cards down. I always put them over here on this side, so the right side over here. But this time around, during this pile anyway, for pile 4, they're going over here on the left. So the left side could be significant. But that's the left side of your body that you've been working on. Maybe that's where you had like aches and pains, or you've had like misalignments and you've been working through it. But the left is significant. Did you want any more from this deck? No, that's why they're putting them back. Okay, we're going to get some signs for you. Spirit baby signs for pile 4. So obviously winter time could be significant. You could come from a country that is just generally very cold. But January, they kept saying January. We have license plates. So you could be seeing specific angel numbers on license plates that have been following you around everywhere. We've got bumblebees, which are connected to a high vibration and sacredness, and also working together. Honey, raw honey, that could be something you're eating, raw unpasteurized honey. We have a windmill. So maybe some of you guys live like in the countryside, or you live somewhere where there's a windmill close by. You got the color green, which is connected to abundance and to Mother Earth. And also show me a dollar bill. Snail. So the snail's pace is what is coming through. So maybe you feel like you trying to conceive, it'd be going very, very slow. But I'm also again, they're connecting this like to the labor and to the birth and to you breathing. You and your partner could attend a lot of birthing sessions together, birthing classes. But they assist you with breathing for the woman, but they teach the man how to be there in the right way. How to be that support, because sometimes men feel a bit out of place when a woman's giving birth. They don't really know what to do, and I feel like your partner wants to help in any way that he can, but also if he needs to get out of the way, he will get out of the way. You know what I mean? We have here kite. So kites could be significant. You could be seeing them everywhere with like a specific pattern or cartoon character on, or letter or number. You could have flown kites a lot when you was younger. We have here spirit baby readings. You may be watching spirit baby readings here on YouTube, and the readers could be like saying the same thing in a different way, confirming the same thing. But also you may need to get a personal spirit baby reading if you feel called to. We also have here hearts, so you may be seeing everywhere, which obviously is connected to unconditional love. What else, Spirit? It's like the hearts, for some reason, for a second, they look like they was trying to jumping around and dancing on the card here. Someone could be dyslexic. We have here the white dove, and that's thrown out with ballet. So white doves are connected to innocence, to purity, and to the spirit world. And the ballet is obviously connected to little girls here, to the divine feminine energy. What else, Spirit? It's flung right at me. We have here, I feel like a lot of you guys are getting slapped in the face with spirit baby signs. We got the unicorn, so this could be a sign that you keep seeing everywhere. You might have purchased something for your spirit baby with a unicorn on, with this kind of print on it. It could have also had a ballerina on it, but there's something about like a little dolly, a little toy that has a tutu. It could be a fairy. It could also be a bunny. We have here lion. So the lion is coming through as significant. This could be pertaining to Leo season, or just that fiery, feisty energy. We have daydreams. So I do feel like you'll be receiving a lot of visions and signs during daydreams, particularly to do with the labor and how it's going to play out. It's like you're already connecting to your future self. You're already connecting to the you that's giving birth, like, so you know what to do. Someone, like, I'm tuning into someone who really wants to have that spiritual experience. You could also be researching like dolphin assisted births. That sort of thing is what is coming through here. We have here sweets. So you could have a sweet tooth, for the spirit baby will have a sweet tooth. And then we have a light flicker. So they will be making the lights flicker. Particularly when you're first walking into a room within your home, or if you're just out and about, you're outside, you're going to work, you're going to a building, a cafe, whatever, you'll notice that the light will kind of flicker. And it's not just you. I feel like when it happens, when other people are also around you, they're going to look at you. Like they know. They don't actually know consciously, but they're going to look because they're going to know the light's flickered because of you. It's because of the spirit baby that is around you. So let's get more on this spirit baby. I get a few cards for pile 4 on who this spirit baby is. Some of you guys could be older. And you would never think you would be having children at this age, but here we are. I'm hearing for someone, so you could be having children in your older years. We have Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. When I say older, for whoever I'm talking to, it's like 50 and being shown a 50. Soul Flame, connected to the sacred flame of who you truly are. Your royalty, you see with the peacock, they're pointing to the peacock. You could be seeing the lotus flower everywhere. And it's also that confirmation of how you have risen from crap. You've risen from the muck and you've risen into something very, very beautiful. Someone very beautiful. Who was there for other people in a way that other people were not there for you at certain points within your life. Because obviously when you've gone through certain experiences and when you feel very alone, you know how that feels and you don't want other people to experience that. I'm also getting like a lot of emotion, like a lot of you could cry very easily. Just express yourself in that way very easily. What else, Spirit? You may be Indian, like Southeast Asian is coming through as well. Surface Bay Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. You are destined to lead these spirit babies, these children that you're going to have, that you're going to love, honor, and be a guardian to. I'm hearing a guardian in the physical, in the flesh. You are their guardian. You're going to assist them and then rising up into their sovereignty, into their remembrance, into remembering who they are and why they came here, why they having a human experience in this lifetime. And there's certain questions that your child can come to you and ask, and you are going to know the answers because of the self-mastery you hold, because of the path you walk, because of the research you do and the rabbit holes you go down. Whereas other parents, like their children will ask them things and they'll get agitated by the question because they don't know the answer. You're very, very wise and you're very knowledgeable. You may not have always been, but you are now, and you will be by the time these children choose to be coming through. Mermaids could be significant. Your favorite color could be turquoise, like the kind of aqua green color. And you may be seeing the infinity symbol everywhere. You see here over his crown. Ancient Egypt is also coming through there as significant. Connecting to this spirit baby. This is also where you've known this soul before, where you've had lives together. Ancient Egypt. You may not have reconciled with this soul for quite some time. And also they're pointing here with this and this, Seraphes Bay and this bliss card here, is the magic that you honed while you was in ancient Egypt. It's given high priest and high priestess of who you are. You were some sort of oracle at a soul level, and so was this spirit baby. This is also why you're going to have this experience with this birth, because you're going to pull on what you knew then. The ancient techniques I'm hearing. We have here Shikna. Sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. This is who this child is going to be able to be. Did we have the white dove already come out? I'm sure we did. Yeah, so the dove is coming out again, so that may be a sign you're seeing everywhere. I also love how the Merkaba, Metatron's cube, is over the white dove and he's pointing to it. So Metatron is coming through strongly with this pile. He will be around you and around the spirit baby. Could be an overseeing archangel of yours. But he is connected to the human blueprint. Also connected to twin flames, a twin flame blueprint. That most certainly you are on that path of ascension. And your spirit baby is destined to be on that path of ascension. I'm getting a no falling. No falling. You could be seeing the crescent moon everywhere. I just want to get a few messages from this deck here. Cheers. I want one. We have Goddess Anuket, Detachment, I Choose Me. Yeah, look at this royalty, this anointing. And this is the thing, when it comes to chosen ones, you know, readers will talk about chosen ones. It's those people who have done the inner work, who have risen up their vibration and their consciousness. That's what it is. You have to rise up and you claim your crown, you claim your anointing. Yes, some people are born with the special mark from the Most High God. He knows that these souls are going to have this remembrance. He knows that these souls are strong because they already hold that self-mastery from past lives. They're going to remember who they are and take a certain path, a yellow brick road path, and come into who they truly are and do his work, do the Most High God's work. But there are other people in this world where it could be a bit more 50-50. Are they going to remember? Are they going to wake up? Are they going to rise up? It could go either way. But either way, you've chosen to rise up. You've chosen, you want the luxuries in life. You want better for yourself and better for any children that you have. You're also a protector. A voice of the voiceless, I'm hearing. I feel like a lot of people look up to you, particularly people that are younger than you. And I'm hearing like little sis and little brother. So you've got people that look up to you. This could be siblings, but just like children in general, people that are younger than you in general. This doesn't always have to be connected to the biology. It could be they're younger than you at an energetic level, at a spiritual level. Let's get some timings. So can we get some timings for pile 4 of when they are likely to conceive or be due to giving birth? We got Scorpio season coming through as significant, which we're moving into now at the time I'm recording this. Then we also have Sagittarius season coming through as significant. So this is those energies that are quite fiery, fast, feisty, but go deep, connected to the shadow. And this is the thing, you don't move into this bliss, into this golden energy, this cornucopia, without first delving into the shadow. We have coming soon here. And then we have 9 months. And obviously, when it comes to growing a baby, it's 9 months. Well, a lot of women will say it's more 10 months. And then we have during Capricorn season. And then you got Wednesday. Wednesday Addams could be significant, like you watching the program Wednesday that's on Netflix. But you may have also watched like the old movies when you were younger, of the Addams family. And then we have October. You could be a big lover of autumn, of Halloween, of October this season. And then we have at the bottom of the deck 3 days. And at the top of the deck we have a door will open in time. Some of you guys might go running and you might use one of those watches that tracks your steps. But also some of you guys could use a timer when you're going running. You could time yourself and have like a competition with yourself. Like, can you beat the time that you did last week in this week today is what is coming through there. What else, Spirit? We have Mama, Daddy, it's okay to cry. When you're feeling sad, you'll feel so much better after. I did feel like I was tapping into someone who finds it very easy to cry and you don't like worry about crying in front of other people. If not, I feel like this is going to be happening in the future. Particularly when this child is conceived, particularly those of you that are women, you'll be growing and carrying the child. That could be a pregnancy symptom where you're going to be crying a lot. What else, Spirit? We have summer coming through as significant. And then we have Mama, Daddy, the rocket ship of love is getting ready for takeoff. Are you ready for the super fun ride? Buckle up. They're coming through fast for a lot of you. You may be seeing rockets everywhere. I feel like the birth as well is going to be fast. Because look at this child. It looks like they're on a slide. So it's slide of golden holy lights. They're going to be coming through fast. So you could have a very, very wet birth, labour. Also, you could be wanting a water birth. And you're going to have all of your ancestors around guiding you. And also spirit animals and light beings and angels who will be watching over this labour, this birth. We have Archangel Saldaphon says your root chakra is blocked. Tell him your worries so he can take them to God and get your prayers answered. So you might have a few blocks on the root chakra that just need to be cleared. Last layers of healing. When it comes to the root chakra, you do want it to be very sturdy and very strong when you're conceiving a child and when giving birth. And obviously after giving birth, the root chakra will, and the sacral and the solar, they will need some clearing. They will need some work just to help them to realign. They just want a few messages from this deck here. We're going to start closing out the reading for pile 4. We have wind, child consciousness. Yet this soul coming through has a very, very powerful consciousness, a very bright light. And they've chosen you to guide them. They've chosen you to be their parent again. So you've been their parent before in past lives. And they're poisoned to the Seraphis Bay card. So this, again, they're talking about Egypt. I'm hearing mummy, mummy. Like you were there when I was mummied. You were there when I was mummified. Again, there's a connection with like natural history museums coming through. We have Yemaya Oracle. Of course she's come through. I need to cover this. The Mother of Seas. Similar energy to that of Mother Mary, but the Mother of Sea, so she is connected to the womb, to the waters. And this whole pile has been about the labor, has been about the birth. I do feel like a lot of you are either going to be giving birth. You could live near like bodies of water, you could live near the sea, near a lake, near a river, but you could be choosing to have a water birth. But either way, I feel like your labor, your birth is going to be very wet. Which obviously the waters like will carry the child out. It assists in having a smoother delivery. Breasts could be significant. You could be quite like, you could be big breasted. Or maybe you're having dreams of breastfeeding and breasts. We have here Lilith power, and that has come out with Athena chariot. I've got to cover those boobs again. Yeah, you have stepped into your power. And you're going to teach this child how to fully claim themselves. The light, the dark, the lower, the higher, the good, the bad, everything. You want them to claim everything about themselves. Don't hide anything. And then we have here the chariot. So this is like that fast movement. So again, I feel like these spirit babies are coming through fast. And something like about the labor is going to be fast. And it's because you're going to surrender. You're just going to allow the spirit, the essence, the soul to take the womb to do its job. You're going to allow the womb to do its job. Remember, the womb is an energetic gate. It's a portal. You could be seeing horses everywhere, which do represent freedom, protection, luck. They're also connected to fertility. I don't know if you've ever seen a pregnant horse, but they go like very, very wide. You could also be like having videos come up like on social media of animals like giving birth within the wild. And maybe you're watching those and you're seeing the differences and the similarities like when a human is giving birth. You may also be seeing snakes everywhere. I feel like shamanic drumming, frequency music would be great for you right now. And also African drumming music. Because it's going to connect you to when you've had these past lives. And they want you to armor up, particularly around your crown, around your third eye, the higher chakras over your head. They want you to cloak your head in golden light, in the Most High God's holy golden light, particularly before you go to sleep, just to protect yourself when you're in the dream state, when you're in the astral. Some of you guys might do this already. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah, so that's all the messages coming through for pile 4. I hope that it resonate with someone out there. If you want a personal spirit baby reading, my website is in the description below. But I'll see you in another video.